An earthquake jolted New York City on Friday and has rattled nerves, although no damage or injuries were reported, leaving many wondering how concerned they should be if a bigger one were to hit.
지난 금요일 미국 뉴욕시에 일어난 지진으로 시민들이 놀란 것 외에 구체적인 피해나 부상자는 나오지 않았지만 앞으로 더 큰 지진이 발생할 때를 대비해 적절한 대책이 있어야 한다는 인식이 커지고 있습니다. 인식보다도 사실 굉장히 많은 우려가 나오고 있어요.
There is, because this is an area that is not accustomed to earthquakes.
And also they have tons of skyscrapers.
Yes.
Very tall buildings.
You would hope that they were built or designed as earthquake resistant, but because this is a geographical area that isn't accustomed to it, much like Korea was just up until maybe 5-10 years ago, Korea was thought to not be an earthquake-prone area.
Sure.
But and that's why this made big news. And of course, it happened near New York City. In fact, it was a 4.8 magnitude earthquake. It happened 80 kilometers west of New York City, in New Jersey, in fact. The epicenter was there at a depth of 4.7 kilometers. But it could be felt all the way down to Washington, D.C., all the way up to Boston. It caused flights to be grounded in some area airports. So a lot of commotion because of this medium-sized tremor, I'd say.
Yeah, 4.8. 4.8. 그래요. 이게 4.8 규모의 지진이었습니다. 사실 규모만으로 봤을 때는 아주 큰 지진은 아니지만 워낙에 지진으로부터 좀 자유로운 그런 지역이라고 생각했다가 땅이 약간 흔들리는 이 경험으로 인해서 물론 이번에 피해는 없었어요. 정말 다행이고요. 앞으로도 뭐 당연히 피해가 없어야겠지만 혹시라도 지금도 이렇게 지진이 일어나는데 앞으로 더 큰 규모의 지진이 일어나면 어떻게 하나? 괜찮은가? 이게 이제 걱정인 거죠.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever been in an earthquake before, but it really does shake your internal just wiring, I think, because you're accustomed to having the ground be this stable foundation underneath you. But when that starts shaking, psychologically, it's very scary, in fact.
Yeah, I remember once I was in Japan and I felt the earth rattle slightly. And so I was so shocked because I'd never experienced that before.
Right.
And I said to my Japanese host, my friend at the time, I said, "Oh my goodness, did you feel that?" I said, "Yeah, it's okay. It's just nothing." You know, because they're so used to the earth rattling a little bit and all the buildings are earthquake safe.
Sure.
So, so they said, that's not considered that big of a deal here in Japan.
Exactly. So they're used to it. They're accustomed to it. You know, New York City actually sent out an emergency alert through text about 40 minutes after the initial earthquake struck. Now, if I compare this to do you remember the Pohang earthquake? I was in Seoul, and I remember I was in a tall building. I received the alert, and the ground started shaking after I got the alert. So it actually
an aftershock.
It was actual main tremor that I felt. So the alert actually worked.
Exactly.
Pretty amazing.
네. 자, 여기 보면은 이제 this earthquake rattled nerves라고 했습니다.
When you rattle something, it's like a short, sharp noise, like a baby rattler. So when you rattle nerves, it makes someone very anxious, very nervous, or uneasy.
네, 이게 흔들어가지고 딸랑딸랑 소리가 나는 게 rattling인데요. nerves는 우리의 신경이죠. 그러니까 신경을 건드리는 뭔가 불안하게 하는 것을 rattling nerves라고 할 수 있습니다.
Right. Think of a rattlesnake.
아, 그러네요. 방울뱀. 우리는 방울뱀이라고 하지만 영어로는 rattlesnake라고 해요.
Right, yeah.
이렇게 사사사사 흔들리면서 소리가 나는 거. 네, 그만큼 사람들이 많이 놀랐다. The earthquake rattled nerves in America. Now people are wondering, is New York City safe?
Yeah, when you wonder, you're curious or in doubt about something. So that's what New Yorkers are worrying about or wondering about. But just as a noun, if something's a wonder, the seven wonders of the world, Wonder Woman, it's a cause of astonishment or admiration.
놀라운 것이죠.
When you marvel at something, right?
원더우먼 옛날에 저도 좋아했었는데 원더맨은 없는 것 같아요.
There is not.
뭐 슈퍼맨, 스파이더맨, 배트맨 다 있으니까
Yeah.
뭐 필요가 없었던 것 같은데 여자 헤로인은 예전에 이제 원더우먼이 좀 유명했죠. 그 원더가 굉장히 놀랍다 이런 뜻이 있습니다. 그리고 우리는 뭐 세계 7대
불가사의.
불가사의.
Yes.
감사합니다. 네, 불가사의라고 하는데 영어로는 Seven Wonders of the World라고 해요. 그래서 놀라운 장소 이런 의미가 되겠죠. 자, 그래서 people are wondering. 사람들이 궁금해하고 있습니다. 이제 뉴욕 앞으로는 어떨까에 대한 그런 우려였어요. 다시 읽어보겠습니다. An earthquake jolted New York City on Friday and has rattled nerves, although no damage or injuries were reported, leaving many wondering how concerned they should be if a bigger one were to hit. Let's move on to the next headline.
A world-first study by Australia and Canada suggests that the global ocean floor is littered with up to 100 times more plastic than what is found on the surface.
호주와 캐나다 연구팀이 발표한 세계 최초 연구 결과 전 세계 해저에 해수면이 떠다니는 것보다 최대 100배나 많은 플라스틱 쓰레기가 쌓여 있는 것으로 분석됐습니다.
Yeah.
그래요. 이번에 이제 이런 연구로는 최초라고 해요. 호주와 캐나다가 함께 했고 이 플라스틱 쓰레기 문제 얘긴데요. Tell us more.
Yeah, you know, every minute, according to this study, a garbage truck's worth of plastic enters the ocean. And so the amount is expected to double by the year 2040. And so what this research group did was they wanted to get a better idea of how and where plastic travels when it enters this ecosystem and how it affects the wildlife there. So using remote operated vehicles, ROVs, and other equipment, they found out that 3 to 11 million metric tons of plastic pollution currently resides on the ocean floor.
metric tons 그러면은 세제곱이라는 뜻이죠. 그래서 상당히 지금 많은 양의 플라스틱이 우리가 이게 그 해수면에 있는 것도 상당히 많잖아요. 그 쇼킹한 사진들이나 영상들 많이 보셨을 것 같은데 그것보다 해저에 있는 플라스틱이 100배나 많다.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense because the ocean, there's more ocean than land mass
물론
on
이제
Earth.
말이 되기도 하지만 쓰레기가 많이 버려지니까 근데 너무 비참하고 좀 절망적인 현실인 것 같아요.
And a lot of that is near coastal areas. Approximately half of the predicted plastic mass on the ocean floor resides above 200 meters in depth. So it's really close to where we live.
I see. Let's have a look at the first expression, which is obviously to litter.
To litter as a verb means
Yeah.
to throw about or to strew with scattered things or scatter about disorderly. To litter also means just throw away garbage, right?
Yeah, exactly. litter라는 동사입니다. 쓰레기를 버리다. 그래서 외국에 가면은요, 이런 사인 보실지도 모르겠어요. Do not litter.
Do not litter.
네.
Plain and simple.
그냥 거리에다가 쓰레기 버리지 마세요.
Yeah.
라는 뜻입니다. litter는 litterbox에 쓰레기통에 넣으셔야 되죠.
Yeah, it also means animal bedding, like hay is litter, but also a cat's litter would be their offspring, an animal litter,
그러네요.
right?
맞아요. 고양이의 아기들을 또
Or any other
litter,
animal,
네,
dog,
이렇게
dog litter.
부르기도 합니다. 그래서 전혀 다른 의미로 litter라는 단어가 쓰이기도 합니다. 자, 그다음에 on the surface.
Yeah, on the surface of something literally means the external part or layer of something. But on the surface here would mean something, you know, external or maybe the superficial aspect of something. So on the surface, Sue is a nice person, but if you really get to know her, she's even nicer.
Oh, okay, thank
Right?
you. I was afraid you might say something else there. I
what,
wasn't sure
Sue?
which
No.
direction that was going in. 자, on the surface. 표면적으로는 여기서는 이제 바다 얘기니까 해수면에 라는 뜻이 되겠죠. 자, 다시 한번 읽어보겠습니다. A world-first study by Australia and Canada suggests that the global ocean floor is littered with up to 100 times more plastic than what is found on the surface. And here's our final headline.
Juan Vicente Perez from Venezuela, who held the title as the world's oldest man, has died weeks ahead of his 115th birthday.
네, 세계 최고령 남성 기록을 갖고 있던 베네수엘라의 후안 비센테 페레스 모라가 115세 생일을 몇 주 앞두고 세상을 떠났습니다.
Yeah.
Tell us more.
Yeah, so Mr. Perez, he was born in 1909. Believe it or not, he was the ninth out of 10 children. And, you know, he had 11 children of his own. And then he had many more grandchildren, 42 to be exact, 18 great-grandchildren, and 12 great-great-grandchildren. So for his 110th birthday back in 2019, he was Venezuela's first male, what they call super centenarian.
Right? Super centenarian.
Yeah, and that's anyone that's over the
100.
age of 110.
110.
Yeah, because a centenarian is anyone that's over 100.
그렇군요. And obviously there aren't many super centenarians in the world, but Juan Vicente Perez Mora was the oldest, and sadly he did pass away
He did.
recently. He actually said in an interview that, you know, because people would ask him, what's the secret to your
everyone wants to know,
longevity?
right? Yeah.
And I think he mentioned several things, but the one he stressed quite a lot was to believe in a God.
Okay.
So to have a religion and to be sort of spiritually fulfilled, or, you know, to believe in something supernatural.
Right. So he is a man of faith.
Yeah.
What really caught my attention was that he drank a glass of aguardiente
Yeah, it's
every
alcohol,
day.
right?
So I was wondering what that was.
Right.
So it's a hard liquor.
Yeah.
It looks like a vodka, I think.
I see.
But I mean, he may have said that tongue in cheek. I doubt he was drinking that to his dying
But
day.
he said he drank that every day, didn't
Every
he?
day, perhaps, you know. But I
그래요.
think this is my opinion again, if anyone cares. But the secret to a good life is just being happy. If you look at people who live very long, what I've noticed is they're very optimistic and happy people.
Sure,
so I think
sure.
having that mindset will, help you with other things like living long.
그렇습니다. 자, he held the title for a very long time.
If you hold the title of something, it means you have the designation as champion, perhaps, in sports. But here we're talking about longevity, literally holding a title, the distinction, dignity, honor or rank,
Yeah.
like in the military, right?
그렇죠. Hold a title, 어떤 타이틀을 보유하다. 여기서는 이제 가장 나이가 많은 최고령 남성이라는 타이틀을 보유했다. 이런 뜻이겠고요. And then ahead of his birthday.
If you're ahead of something, simply put, it's in front of or
Yeah.
before something.
그렇죠. 뭐뭐에 앞서, 뭐뭐 앞에, ahead of something. 자, 다시 읽어보겠습니다. Juan Vicente Perez from Venezuela, who held the title as the world's oldest man, has died weeks ahead of his 115th birthday. Well, that's it for the headlines.